Uh-oh. I didn't put it on these.
Best laid plans. Inevitably, heroes shall emerge. So, I was made dead. Again. But what does death really mean for somebody who has mastered it, Boredom.
Hey man, what's going on?
An eternity to ponder my errors, and how close I came to victory. I am a mortal, but when this world ends, even I will know.
Not much. Getting ready to purge the world of the forces of good. Gonna be edgy as fuck while I do it, you know?
And so, I ask myself, will I be given another chance to rise before it happens? Another chance to fulfill my ambition?
It's just me, or does this guy sound suspiciously like Jafar?
It seems that fate has smiled after all.
Alrighty. So, I've played this game before. I've unlocked most of the characters already. You have to build your own party. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked them all, and it pains me, but, you know, such is life. Alright, so I figured, since it starts us off with these 4 different characters, instead of getting rid of them all and just building my own party, I'm going to put them each in their own group, and I'm going to build a party, like, around them. It's kind of like I guess a challenge, if you will. Although, this does kind of mess with my plans. Never mind, I'm going to have to do something else. Alright, let's see here. So, put her down here. Start off with a Reaver for damage.
The sorrows of my enemies will be magnified.
A Ghoul for more damage. A Bone Golem, because they're awesome. And a Werewolf. So this is a build I've been using a lot in my other kind of solo game. It's got a lot of kind of self-sustain, it's got a lot of damage. The Werewolf's really useful because he can remove armor and resistance, so he can kind of soften up any of the hard targets, and then everybody else can just kind of chew through them. Let's see here. And then for the other party, we'll throw in a Lost Soul and a Blood Phantom. Or Phantasm, whatever they're called.
Revenge
Alrighty.
is what drives us.
So this party is really cool because it's very heavy on sustain. It's good in boss fights. The zombie can be used as a kind of heavy artillery piece. You can just keep it's got a move that increases its weapon damage, and you can just keep stacking that up, and then eventually you'll literally get to the point where you can just one-shot whatever you're fighting. And this grouping combined, the Skeleton, the Blood Phantasm, and the Lost Soul can heal shit tons of damage, and they can buff and raise each other's armor. They make a very efficient sustain combination. And then later we'll build like a stress damage party, because you can actually kill people with stress damage in this game by giving them heart attacks. And then I don't know, maybe another like super heavy damage party. We could do that with the Bride. That'd be cool. Let's see here. But we've got 2 parties going. I don't think we've got enough resources to build a third, unfortunately, but we can try. With a Banshee.
You will learn to enjoy your wretched existence.
bandages. Alright, well this will be good. And then each of the characters ends with different skins, as if you've bought the DLC, which I have because I can't seem to stop myself from paying money for that kind of shit. So we'll go ahead and dress our dudes up a little bit. Unfortunately, the werewolf only has 2. He's the newest one I think they've added. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, so this is obviously a very story-intensive game. The kingdom has need of vast riches buried underneath the castle. Great veins of iron promise to fuel the conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from long-forgotten ages. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, building their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed bodies they could obey, and that the humans could provide. With dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. They popped open a crypt full of a bunch of bullshit. Man. So we're basically we're basically a dwarf fortress plot. Alright, let's see. So these first few encounters are going to be pretty boring, unfortunately, because they're just kind of trying to show you what to do. And these guys can't really put up much of a fight. They don't do anything. They don't do anything but die. Honestly, really like the way this game looks. I think it looks fucking cool. So the way this party works together is obviously all the characters are able to shift position pretty easily, independent of one another. All of them have heavy damage. All of them have some form of healing or sustain. The golem can just straight up heal itself. The Reaper gains HP every time he manages to get a killing blow. He actually heals the whole party. The ghoul just heals people every time she hits them. And the werewolf, he actually heals 20% of his HP at the start of each of his turns, which of course is just fucking ridiculous. Which, you know, is kind of balanced out by the fact that you can't buff his HP with level up experience, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, no, this group does like serious sustain and lots of damage. And you know, with the werewolf being able to do what he does, they can just tear open any armored target and they just tear through shit. That's one thing that's really cool about this game is a lot of the different units and creatures have a lot of synergies together. They can make for some really interesting choices. Okay, so to kind of explain the map, we just kind of have to get through this motherfucker all the way to the boss, and it won't take nearly as long as it looks because we can only go forward. We can kind of go sideways depending on where we are. Like right here, we can go sideways just because we can't go forward. So you want to kind of like plot out your course. I don't really like do it way ahead of time, but like here's the yeah, here's the small intestine. But for example, the cultists here. The cultists give you either consumable items or items specific to whatever party you use to interact with them. So these are all pretty good, except for the Reapers. I don't really use the spells as much. I probably should, but I don't know. So we're gonna go with the Moon Shard for the werewolf, which gives him basically plus crit percent chance and plus crit damage every time he's hit, stacking up to 6 times. Because he's also got a pretty good natural crit hit chance. and we can just stack that up even higher while he's, you know, regenerating and doing massive amounts of damage to the enemy backline and other ridiculous bullshit like that. Those little icons at the bottom, the little blue one is the shield here, means they is a block that'll absorb the next physical attack that goes after them. And the purple one is the same thing but for magic basically. So you have to kind of knock those off of the enemies before you're able to start doing damage.
This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Yeah, pathetic.
For real. That's how you win arguments. They do look like they know the feel. And look, he was a peasant. Unfortunately, now he's just part of the large prisoner class. Fighting out of desperation. That was an awfully cocky tongue wiggle for a woman who just whiffed. You're literally down here fighting sad boy shacks. That's great. Thank you. I never would have seen it that way. I don't feel bad.
My kingdom comes.
They could have run.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Alright. Let's see here. Go ahead and buff the Reaper's attack and drop someone crit too. These are really good to save up for. These are, you can add on block and ward to the character, but we're not going to consider saving up for that quite yet. But put some accuracy in there. Accuracy is not terribly important this early, but it will get important at some point. And we'll give our ridiculous werewolf some armor. Also, as the characters level up, you get talent points every like 3 levels. You can boost up different skills. So we're gonna put points into wrath.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Points into the upgrade that gives accuracy, and when he does damage, he gives us extra Wrath. Wrath is used to power the ultimate abilities on your units. If it more to attack. Go ahead and boost our crit and evasion on her. Ghouls can get some pretty good evasion going eventually.
Get back to battle.
Right, this is important. Because you get two choices here. You can either do this, which takes off all blocks and wards, which is really nice, but you can tear through those with regular attacks. This, on the other hand, can make can make a lot of fights a lot easier. So I usually pick that, but this is a very good choice as well, especially on the higher difficulties, I think. Although honestly, I've never beaten the game, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. We'll try our other party out for this fight. Show off the pumpkin head. So one really cool interaction in this party is the Lost Soul. Whenever she, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time explaining it. Basically, whatever she does, buffing or debuffing on the enemies or allies, there's always a downside to it. One of the synergies in this party, though, is the fact that the Pumpkin Man here actually is immune to buffs and debuffs, which means we can do stuff that, like, give him these wards with the Lost Soul, and he won't suffer any downsides because he's a pumpkin. That's a skin. He's really a skin. But it is a nice little synergy that goes on there. Let's see here. You can use him to buff the other frontline unit here up to super duper tankiness. And then he's got a tank stance himself that lets him absorb a lot of damage. So here we go. The heal here then sets him up. At the start of her next turn, she gets a free attack against him. But because we put the ward on there, it's going to get eaten by the ward, and we just get the healing, basically. Actually a party I wish I had my stress party against, because he buffs everybody, but he also damages their stress. So that's I like putting the stress party against enemies like that, because they can it speeds up their game plan. And once you get the enemies down to 0 stress, you basically just, you know, your stress attacks start giving him a chance to have a heart attack. Right, I know. I love this skin so much for this party. It makes it so, it's just so funny to me. They don't know I've got pumpkins in my satchel. Alright, we gotta heal our boy here. This guy's ass kicked. He drove his own dude crazy. Alright. Cover Simple Jack. We actually want him to get hit right now, because every time he gets hit, he's going to heal the party. Which is another good synergy in this party, because you can drop the heal on him, and then when she hits him, it'll heal the whole party with that. I'm never gonna be able to look at him without thinking Simple Jack. Oh, thanks, Monk. You're just you just bringing so many things about this game to light. It's kind of not gonna lie. Alright, more wards on our pumpkin man. We'll go ahead and toss more fire at them. At this point, they're all losing their minds. He can basically just fire anything he wants at that cannon, apparently. You know, every time he does that for some reason, I think it's because of the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. All I can imagine is he's got like a bunch of silverware in there that he's firing out of this giant blast. Because, you know, I can't imagine him doing anything serious with that cannon. That look on his face. Exactly, improvised buckshot. And whips. And he's basically dead. He just casually whips out his pistol.
Mop up the gore. I hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Let's see here. Alright, so we do want items, but there's a heal fountain over here. Heal fountains are... you know, though, we could just... This is the graveyard. It's got all kinds of cool stuff we can use in here. A lot of it's kind of overtime build-up stuff. It requires a minion to upgrade and a minion to build most of it. So, you know, you just kind of go in and out of it. Let's see here. Yes, sir, that's where I got it. The Dirty Dozen. I've been caught. But yeah, so the mortuary here, if any unit you put in there gains 75% of its max HP back after your next fight. So we'll go ahead and continue forward with our super duper sustain party here. Alright, reduces damage against by elite enemies, gives you wrath. Ooh, Raven feathers. These are good
for my
evasion
future
builds.
kingdom.
So we're gonna go ahead and throw that on our ghoul here, because she's going to be an evasion check. She's got the tongue wheel. Alright, what are we up against? A couple spearmen. Oh man, I didn't think about that. The spearmen are gonna be shit for this, because their stance. Let's let them hit free attack against anything that moves, and our ghoul can't hold still. So, this is going to be a photo. Oh man, good job, guy. This is just going to be a rush to the finish.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Stabs. Man, I saw that movie for the first time a couple years ago. That's a sad fucking movie. If you're talking about the movie. Oh, there we go. There's the stance. The ass stance. Alright, so we're just going to use her to start buffing our dudes. Please don't send me the gift. I don't want it. It's not something anybody needs. Alright, let's see.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
Man, you know, I built this party later in one of my other playthroughs, so it's the first time I actually got to use it from the beginning. And it's pretty, it's just as silly as I expected it to be. Well, I'm sure it could be sillier. Admittedly, I haven't played this game enough to have, like, gotten serious min-maxy with it. But, doing pretty good. Nobody's dropping below, like, 90% HP at the end of the fight. Oh man, 2 class items and a level 3 brain. One cool thing about this game, too, is you can find brains in random fights. And you can take a brain and put it in a monster, and it'll automatically level that monster up to the level of that brain. So that's handy. Give her the chicken leg. It's not a chicken leg, I don't know. It's somebody's leg, probably. Let's see, 3 or 4. Oh man, that could be really funny if we weren't saving this guy's items. I got specific stuff in mind for him. We could totally give him that. Give him 3% crit chance at damage as long as he stays in the back. Just gonna stand there menacingly putting pumpkins into his cannon. Slowly but surely getting ready to crit you to death. Alright. Oh, this'll be oh man, we don't have a stress party yet. Well, what do we have enough to build the stress party? Let's see here. Oh, we do. But I can't remember what... Oh, that's right, the Wraith. The Wraith. That's the last ingredient.
An unassuming creation. Perhaps the warnings were just superstitions.
Alrighty, so... I think we'll do that skin for the Void Knight. Oh man, what do we want to do for our mummy? I kind of like, I don't know, this one's good, but I also like this super duper Egyptian one here. I don't, what's, Ramanama, which one? What's your vote, Monk? Since you're here, tell me, what is your wisdom? This guy. Alright, we'll throw him in there. And then this one's got so many good choices. It's like they're all good for the Wraith. I love this thing. This one looks menacing as fuck. And then this, of course, has tentacles, and how can you not say yes to tentacles? But then there's the spoopy ghost, and how can you say no to the spoopy ghost? So I'm afraid that we're gonna go with the spoopy ghost. Let's see here. And then the witch is okay, but we're gonna have to go with the movie reference here with the nun. Oh yeah. I played I like way forever ago when it came out. I mean, literally, when it was back in like early access, so I really don't remember shit. It was a long time ago. But stress is fun. Not only because, you know, once you get the little purple bar down, you start getting the instant chance of death, but because, well, you know, actually that's pretty much it. Honestly though, there's no resistance to it. There's no units that really have stress resistance. There are units that are immune to stress, but I've not found any that are like just flat out resistant like magic and melee. So you can always deal stress damage. Let's see here. Scream at him. Oh shit, that's not good. When these guys are in the front, they can light their little candle and light all their bombs, and then the next turn it gets real bad. It gets real bad real fast. So we're gonna curse him and hope he, oh that's great, yeah, give him more damage, that's what I wanted. Oh man, okay, this is, oh, okay, this little purple bar is getting low, and that guy's gonna help us along, thank you. Blinged out Jason. There we go. Here we go. Super suicide bomb time. Yeah, there we go. There's the heart attack.
Mistake. Opposing me?
Being born was your first mistake. Opposing me,
Your
your last. Alright, we'll use no. One of the fun synergies about this group is... Oh shit, never mind. It's gonna run out. That was a waste. I should have paid more attention to the initiative up here. My bad. Oh well. Night Boy here's ultimate is pretty sweet though. He got the AoE drain. Gives him the sustain. There we go. That's what No does. Every time one of them moves, she gets to whap him in the stress. And if I can get this to line up, ah man, I don't have enough fury. Oh well, that's okay. I guess we'll have to get a little more experience before we can really start using that, but basically what that ends up doing is does heavy stress damage to the whole group and shuffles them all, and we can get extra move. We can get move on pretty much everybody in this group's abilities. So you throw her in the back, you throw on the No, and then you just spam stress and movement on everybody. You basically chase them around in circles, scaring the shit out of them until they drop dead of a heart attack. All the while your Banshee cries in the corner and occasionally screams at people. He lifts up his hat. Bam. You know, honestly, I think the physical damage probably ends up being more effective over time. Just the no resistance on the stress is really nice, but I think it's probably more consistent and quicker to use just physical damage. But it's fun to give people heart attacks. Exactly. Like, my lady. Doink. And the debuffs are pretty good too. You get some pretty big debuffs going with the insanity. Well, sometimes it backfires. Hilariously, the dwarves have a unit that makes it kind of backfire, the Berserker, that literally gains, I think, 1% damage for every sanity he's missing. And then also always goes Berserk when he goes insane, which gives him even more damage. So it's like, yeah, you could. I mean, he stresses himself out. It goes quickly, but you gotta really roll. You gotta roll real fast and hope you roll good, or yeah.
Soon this world will be mine.
See, I love to go the long way for the fights, but loot is loot, and loot is good to have. And we need more loot, so we're going for loot. What are we doing here? Vampire fangs.
More for me.
More for me. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and throw the fangs on the werewolf, so now he's going to gain crit and crit damage every time he's hit, and he gets 15% lifesteal on top of his 20% max HP regen. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just, it makes me laugh every time. It's so dumb. Oh, this is going to be fun. So this chick sacrifices people. Yes, yes it does. And I don't know how that's possible, because no matter what race, when you turn someone into a vampire, they always shapeshift into a tall, comely woman. It's amazing. I've turned so many dwarves into vampires, and they always turn into human women
Become
as soon as they
part
reappear
of the
on the
breathless tide.
Every time she does the tug, though, it's like, what is the purpose of that, ma'am? Oh man, I never seen her put somebody to sleep. chucking sides. I have to put some accuracy in my orbital if you miss it a lot, it seems like. Sorry about that, that's better. I like to keep the Reaper in the back, though. He's kind of fragile. Then when they start getting low, we just have him ride in for the kill, so we can get that heal for everybody.
Ooh, this one voided its bowels just as it died.
Wasted that ambush.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
I don't even want to know, man. That was a waste, but we're way early in the game, so we can get away with it.
Civilizations.
And it was funny, at least to me. Let's see here. Alright. For Mr. Reaper Man, drop one more in crits. For her, put more in evasion. Stagman here, we'll go ahead. I want to put a little bit of accuracy on him at least. It sucks. I hate missing. And eventually you start running into enemies with at least up through level 3 I've already run into stuff that's got like 20 to 40% evasion, so we're going to want to get some accuracy. And then you have 105 and you're still missing, so you're getting more. You suck. Alright, let's see here. And I know I've got points to spend on these guys, and it's probably driving some people crazy, but I'm just saving them up, just because a lot of the stuff requires more than just the 2 points you get to level, and so I'm just waiting for. We'll go ahead and take the Bone Golems item. Since we've already got the ghouls, I'm kind of surprised it offered us that again. Go ahead and throw that. This one's cool though, because for every 10 HP he's missing, he gets 2.5 damage reduction, and since he's got almost 200 HP, that he can get quite a bit of damage reduction going, which synchronizes well with his, using his HP to give shields and all that good stuff. Let's see here. Alright, we'll use the super sustained simple jack party to fight the ogre party here. And man, I don't know if you've seen it, but what we do in the shadows, for some reason he reminds me of Nandor. We'll throw our dude here in front. You gotta be careful though, because I forget the pumpkin starts out with no armor and no magic resistance. Corda shield man. Oh shit, she slept my fucking simple jack. Look at him. He's just standing there staring into space. Oh man. Let's see here. Alright, what are we doing? We'll throw the ward on Pumpkin Boy. Alright, go ahead. Ward you, since apparently we don't And unfortunately, that means you can't use him to attack anybody for his next 2 actions, so we'll just have to stack pumpkins until we're ready for him. Let's see here. Go ahead and cover you. The cover gives a big bonus to armor and resistance, though, and since our Phantom dude here can put the revenge mark on anybody, we put it on him, he covers him, and anybody who hits either one of them now suffers magic damage. Not that we really need it, because this guy's got some pretty good sustain. Alright, Simple Jack, stack your pumpkins. You know, it's funny, I just realized there's a retreat button up here. I've played this game for like 20-something hours. I've never retreated. That's probably not something to be proud of. It's probably really dumb not to retreat sometimes. But, I mean, damage carries over into the next fight, so why bother, right? Shit, heal you up. Okay. Man, I'm glad I'm warded him. Simple Jack would have been asleep for most of this fight. Sack. He'll just have, hold on, never mind, we still got the damage reduction. Stacking more pumpkins. See, eventually we can get the second brain and the zombie class item, both of which will basically give damage for standing in place. So we literally just have him stand there all day, just loading pumpkins into his cannon and smiling menacingly until eventually he just unloads on everybody. I've seriously gotten him his ult up to like 3 or 4 or 500 damage pretty quickly, and that, of course, one shot all kinds of things. It's pretty hilarious. Simple Jack is deadly. The barrage is good though. I like the barrage. It's not targeted, but it does a lot of damage. And, you know, you're fighting enough stuff. Let's see here. Go ahead and heal. Damn, how'd you miss him? Soaked up all of the cannon shots. That was pretty bad luck. Simple Jack resumes loading his cannon. This is admittedly, again, is it's kind of a slow burn party, but it's just fun. Alright. Oof, that's kind of risky. You know. I'll just go ahead and use the move spell on him. Talking about with the AoE heal with our psychedelic ghost boy here. Go ahead and cover her since she's apparently exposed. That's honestly what I figured, is he probably has twice the chance to get pummeled. Which is some pretty shitty luck if you're a giant man. Shazam. And then, whoosh. Just turns the single hit heal into an AoE heal. It's amazing. Alright, we'll go ahead and heal Pumpkin Boy. He's covering him. So now there's no healers. Oh, damn, that was nice. That was only a 20 damage crit with the extra armor he gained. So that was actually good timing. I'm glad I tried to cover. Ooh, miss. Gross. What's this do? Oh, weak. I forgot how weak zombies are until you get them buffed. Let's see here. About 24. He's got how much incoming? Not enough. Alright. We'll go for cover smart. Just slowly whittle him down.
Oh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I appreciate that, ma'am. She's like, man, he's taking way too long. Oh man, sweet. She buffed him for me. I forgot. I didn't realize that she buffed him. Basically, his smite ability gains an extra swing for every buff on the enemy. Part of the running gag with the skeleton is that he's so average that nobody pays attention to him, and that's what makes him so deadly. Is because nobody's like a lot of like unassuming strike and smite and stuff like that. Show them their plays. Smite, one of the upgrades for Smite ends up being Smite the big show offs or something like that. So, you know, it's like the running meme that Mr. Pumpkin Man and one of his buff move he's been using is Embrace Mediocrity. She ran away.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Nothing I want. Got some pretty specific items in mind. Alright, we'll go ahead and... I don't feel like we're going to need the extra accuracy.
Now,
we'll go ahead and get
prove
bored.
yourself worthy of
And
my
we'll throw some
investment.
damage on our poor Scarecrow man here. And a little bit of crit, because that's good. We like crit. Alright. And because her heal is based off of her attack, we'll go ahead and throw some attack on her. For Pumpkin Man, armor, magic resist, and HP. And initiative, because why not? I just, you know, decided to spread those points everywhere like an idiot again. I'll do strength of mediocrity. That's actually really good. Gives armor resistance, attack, and stress damage. And then for our guy here, we'll give rage injection. So now every time he's damaged while he's using that, he'll also buff everybody's damage. So he's, you know, healing and buffing everybody. Throw some of that on there. We'll save that point for later. Alright, and there's the level up fountain. Go over here and throw it on the stress team. Just get them, trying to keep them in pace with everybody else. Wraith and the Banshee both can get some pretty crazy evasion, so we're going to be going for evasion builds on them. They're basically going to be our DPS in this party. The Void Knight and the Mummy are just kind of support tanks. They can also deal some damage, which is going to be important in fights with any stress immune enemies. Here, go with Cursed Flames, I think. Oh man, though, that hits 3 positions. Fuck it,
My enemies are in for a nasty
because this guy has a stance that every time you apply a debuff, he does extra stress damage to that target. So that means that we can hit everybody with our we can hit everybody with the debuffs, give everybody stress damage. That's another nice thing about stress damage is you can do a lot of AoE damage really quickly. Mummies, in addition to cursing everybody with bad luck as their passive, actually have the highest native luck themselves, I think, if I remember correctly. Alright. Yeah, there we go. No tomorrow.
My enemies are in for a nasty
No tomorrow stress build. What we got coming up here? Ooh, lots of good heavy stress targets. We'll go with that. Oh, I should have planned that. I should have looked to see what I was going after. Oh well. We'll live. Going super duper random with this run, apparently. Alright. Not quite built up enough for no to be worth it. Good one. Take that back. Already drove him insane. Sweet. It's shifting so quick. This guy right here. Kind of looks like it, right? Let's see here. I need to get this guy out of my face though, because I don't want to get explodinated. So, oh, of course you're gonna miss. Why wouldn't you? Alright, let's see here. Shove him under your hat. Oh, good. Here we go. Random swapping. Oh man, I wish I'd realized I had that. I could have set up some serious stress right there. Oh well.
terror will overflow.
Yeah, at least I'm able to point out all the mistakes I made. Sweet, we managed to give him a heart attack. Let's see here. We'll throw on the no. And we'll throw on the no tomorrow. He swings his sword very intimidatingly into the ground. Alright, here we go. Super stress. Shazam! Everybody get the heart attack.
No mercy.
Man, he had like full HP. She just sacrificed his ass. Shazam! That was pretty great. Thank you, ma'am. Alright. In further news, I point at you menacingly. Seriously. Their little fucking cookery there, she shanked the shit out of him. That was great. Take all your butt. Oh man, I don't have that upgrade to take the buffs off yet. Oh well. Bam. See, it's just so satisfying to give them heart attacks. There's probably something really, really wrong with that statement, but we're not going to look into it. Instead, we're just going to keep trying to get this one with a heart attack. There we go. I know we can do it. I believe
You
in
know,
us.
if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Unfortunately, the stress team's self-sustain this early isn't as good. The night, eventually, when we build up some of the ire... Ooh, I've got a lot of talent points. I need to spend some of that. Because, yeah, that's part of the problem is we need the extra rage built up to use his ultimate. So let's see here.
Rivers will run red.
Every time we miss, we gain
I
some
need
rage.
nothing but my anger to purge this world.
Listen to how edgy we are. Gives us some more accuracy.
It will be a messy slaughter.
It will be a messy slaughter. No, I didn't want to go here. Although we're getting a lot of shit. We need to start using some of it. Alright, what do we need for the library? We need a Dark Knight. And I'm not using the one we've got leveled up, so we gotta build a new one. Alright. What are we missing for the Wraith? Oh, we're missing ectoplasm. We don't need one, but that still bothers me, you know? It's like, that's one of the simple ones. Why is it grayed out? No, I need even more ectoplasm.
Aspiring leader, but irrelevant for the armies of undead.
Wait a minute. Wait, no, that is the right one. It's level 1. Okay, get in there, buddy.
In short, while I have managed to gather every scrap of significant
Oh my god,
mortal
I need another one. I don't have any more
it's
ectoplasm.
about as dull as
Ah,
the
if I need the Wraith, I don't have any more ectoplasm. Damn it. Alright. Ah, everything needs ectoplasm. It's infuriating. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, we're done here. Let's see. Alright, I want one of my class on. Let's see. Almost ghosts. I've got one, but I'm not milking it. Alright, good. We got our mechanical aim. Here's the first part of our build. As you can see, at the start of each turn, as long as he isn't moved, he gains 15% damage and 4 accuracy, 4 percent, whatever you want. Stacks up to 5 times. So we throw that on him, and then, exactly, and then we just stand him in the back and we just wait. Because eventually Simple Jack is going to put enough pumpkins into his cannon, and then it's business time. We hex our pumpkin because he's immune to all the side effects. Oh, mark Simple Jack. Don't mark Simple Jack. Oh man. See, this is I should have brought my other party. I wanted to get this party leveled up because they're kind of falling behind, but this would actually have been perfect because the werewolf could tear all the armor off that stone golem for us. All right, Jack, keep loading. And nobody's gonna hit my motherfucker that I've got up here to heal everybody with. Stack some more marks. Oh, I should have put one on him. Oh well. Maybe alright. Zombies actually have really high, weirdly high magic resistance. It doesn't make any sense. Ah, there's another armored enemy too. This would have been a really good fight for the werewolf. I usually pay more attention to the enemy compositions, but this is, this dungeon's not really difficult. We'll probably get through this in maybe an hour. I'll probably finish this before the end of the stream, honestly. Oof. Big hit on Pumpkin Man. Oh man, they're murdering my boy. Alright, we gotta have... I think it's so weird that by covering people, he gets tougher himself, but we gotta do it. Because it feels like that should be risky, right? To have the guy who's dying throwing himself in front of people. But it works. And we may not have the werewolf, we do have our pistol here from Simple Jack. Just whips it out, bam! Puts it back in his smock, I'm assuming. Admittedly, I mean, he's obviously carrying a knife around there just in case, so... Oof, redirected. Pretty much. Just like, you know what? Hold on. Bam. What does Iratus look like? this. Keep buffing him up. That was probably dumb, but I think we'll make it. Just keep healing him and then dodging the laser blast they can't follow. Alright. I've had enough of you. Stop covering.
This never gets old.
It doesn't. Alright. Unfortunately, in order for her to get healed, I need him to get hit with the stance on. And I don't really have a good way to force anyone to hit him right now. So, I suppose we'll simply continue to buff bot. And hope Simple Jack can carry us. Carry us, Simple Jack. Strokes his pumpkin. There we go, perfect. Yay, heals. And buffs. Buffing Mr. Jack's damage. Alright, let's see here. Just keep covering her, I guess. Right? He's gonna learn today. Man, I wish you could use Misleading Beauty just in the third spot. Unfortunately, you can. That's her only damaging move. Because what I really want right now is damage. But unfortunately, Pumpkin Boy's armor is not sufficient to stand without covering somebody. He will totally get his shit kicked in. Let's see here. So, luckily, this guy's buffed. All kinds of buffs now.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
I have not heard about that, but that sounds pretty awesome. He tried to mark the pumpkin and he's like, no. Alright. Don't we all want to leave? Just keeps trying to mark the pumpkin. The pumpkin just keeps saying no. Alright, we gotta kill some. Oh man, that was weak as hell. I should not have used that move. Oh well. Let's see here. It's not like anybody's dodging in this fight. Just go ahead. 'Cause I'm always like worried about giving people buffs with her moves, but really I guess I shouldn't be because they're not that big a buff. And honestly, it's not like the enemies miss you very much in this particular party. So it's like, who gives a shit if I get 10% accuracy? How often do they miss? Alright, there's no point in doing that because he's got the damage reduction and he's still got shields up. Alright, Jack, give it to him. Like he's praying to do this attack, and he's also planning to flee. Ah, shice. Oh man. I don't have any way to kill him. Oh, yes I do. Haha. Oh, and he's got a ward. I'm an idiot. Oh well. to go ahead and do that anyway. I wasted the mana. There you go. Fuck off, buddy.
Mine is the winning side.
Mine is the winning side. How kind of you to notice. Exactly. It's not like we lost, but, you know, we could have won more stylishly. And that's important. Free minion. We don't need any free minions, but we may get one that we want eventually for this lady. What do we got here? Nothing I want, but I'll take the blood dude. Because some of these, like right there, there's a sacrificial altar. Go ahead and get... Oh yeah, sure, please join our party. Let's see here. Let me use this party for this next fight. Super sustain. He's got any, oh, he's got magic resistance. But this is another reason why the werewolf, he can tear through the back line.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Disadvantage, well, one of the only, I guess, the disadvantage of the Reaper is that his big physical swing makes him move forward, and I really prefer keeping him in the back because he's kind of, he's not really fragile, but he's fragile enough, you know. Plus, it's, you know, it's nice to just pop him out to go for the big finishing swing. Go ahead and put ambush on her. That's that kill lined up. Luckily, though, the DPS from the DOT he stacks is pretty good. And it does stress damage as well, which is just kind of an added bonus. It's not really important. It is kind of for his ult. His ult scales off of missing HP and missing sanity, so it does set him up for a big ult nicely, which should be good. In fact, we may be in ult range. Yeah, let's go for it. There we go. Nice big swing.
A sad display from mortal kind.
Very satisfying. Alright, and there's the sacrifice. Come with us, sacrifice. Get in there. Thanks, buddy. Nothing good anyway. Alright, that's right, I forgot. I should probably see about my inventory. Oh look, there's they make it level up faster. That would have been good to equip earlier. Alright, we'll take stress party here. Ooh, no we won't. That's 2 golems. We're not taking stress party to 2 golems. That sounds terrible. Not one heavy. Just gonna tear all the armor off. Oh shit, I forgot you can't ignite them. That makes sense, doesn't it? And yet, somehow, she still regains damage from hitting them. I think. I should probably speak less confidently about things that I am unsure of. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and charge! Shazam! Heal everybody. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. He can put that mark that when somebody dies, they heal everybody. Okay, that was funny. It's like my Reaper got the kill and the enemy healed. I was like, wait a minute. That's not cool. Boink. He blows farts at me. Everything's a crit. That's that explains that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get rid of this asshole.
One less annoyance in the world.
Heal everybody up some more. Let me get him back to the front without wasting any actions if we can. So we can tear that armor off that golem and get that thing dead. Okay.
Strength through pain. This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Pathetic. Extinction of life. A predictable outcome.
Pretty much. Oh. We don't really have anybody in that party who's below level 5. Take her out. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and throw the Reaper in there real quick. She's got her upgrade though for her first ability. And we'll go ahead and upgrade the heal. I think we'll save up for some wards for her. She stays in the back. She's not really too exposed. I think we'll do alright. Famous last words. We'll lose mana. Hey, look, there's a full mana fountain. Alright. AoE damage party. I'll take it. Whoa. Get stacking, Jack. stacks is Jack on? He's on 1 stack of trench loading. So, oh man, that's why I usually take the other one. I didn't realize it doubles the damage. Dang it. Oh well. Making lots of mistakes tonight. Although really, when you think about it, I can just make another zombie, put a level, whatever Jack's level's brain is, and start over, not have to live with my shame, which is probably what's going to happen to poor simple Jack here. Sorry, Jack, you may have served us well, but I can't allow you to live as proof of your failure. It's alright, we'll have another Jack. There will be always a Jack. That motherfucking barrage, so tasty.
More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy. A predictable outcome.
Yeah, because as nice as the extra wards are, we really want that, Oh man, though, I'm gonna lose the mechanical aim. Oh well, that's okay. We'll have plenty of opportunity to get another mechanical aim. Better to do it now when he's low level. Alright, and then we dress you in the skin of Jack. We say even more powder because we don't want to have to do that again. Some damage bonus and some crit because crit. Another good sanity vulnerable party. Teabag there. smart, right? That's awesome that they just pushed him straight to the front like that. That got him waiting. So we're just gonna have to pray to our Jesus. Ooh, actually, if that's from stand, I think that should knock that off. Well, way over there. Let's see if it just, you know. That's probably my mic, honestly. I'm just, you know, plus I'm a little tired. Turn the game down a little bit. How's that? Is that better?
Savor these last few
Excellent.
heartbeats.
And we managed to get that dude with the heart attack. Alright. Need that AoE drain though. Let's see here. Good, we got her back there. It's got her feet. We do. We need a ghost bear trap.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
You get that shit out of my stream, sir. We don't talk Fortnite here. This is for gentlemen of taste. Oh man, he got inspired. That can happen sometimes when you're driving people crazy. They find strength in their crazy and it makes them even more powerful.
Shatter their morale.
It's alright, it just means it'll take longer for him to die. He will still die. I am tempted to switch the Void Knight out for the Abomination though. The Abomination is pretty sweet, and his ultimate is an automatic execute against anybody with under 20% sanity, which makes it very nice as a tank for a sanity party. He just runs around executing people. You guys need to go ahead and have heart attacks.
Your frail
There we
bodies
go.
fail you.
I knew you could do it. Go ahead and throw that. Do the big shuffle.
Ashes
Oh,
to
hey.
ashes.
There we go.
Dust.
There's the heart attack. Now it's just you and me, fish bones. Gotcha.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Your suffer again, your service begins. Spoopy. Alright, let's see here. Go over there and get lots of fighting in. Oh man, see, we're already at the end. Ah, but if we go this way, we'll get Simple Jack's item back. Ah, but if we go that way, we can get a level. It's a hard choice, but I want Simple Jack's item pretty bad. And we'll take the Headhunter. We'll throw him up here. We use him in our fourth party that we're going to build eventually and use a bunch of spare brains on, because that's a good use of brains. Usually it's a good idea to hold on to at least one brain, just in case you lose somebody, so you can instantly get a leveled up minion back. On the higher difficulty, it's probably good to hold on to all of your brains. Right. Routine brain storage and maintenance. Ouch. At least it doesn't just one-shot me like she does all her buddies. Storing undead brains ain't my business. You're so fragile. We must do something about you. Oh, never mind. Apparently he'll do something about it. Fire the jack cannon. She can decide to sacrifice one of her teammates. The worst part is I think that it actually buffs them to hurt her. So it's like, you know guys, I'm trying to save you. I see what she does. Ah, you failed me, pumpkin boy. I needed you to hit her.
One by one,
psychedelic ghost man
vanishes from this world.
Dota rejects. They really do look like Dota rejects, don't they? That was mad lane, I realized, but go ahead and be a cannonballer. There we go.
First mistake. Opposing me.
Oh man, she gave them 5 instances of +1 attack each. That means that's gonna give our pumpkin man 5 extra swings. That's dumb. I love it. Saving their lives was the best thing I ever did. I just hope we actually get to his turn again to use it. Never mind. Jack's just like, nope. It's over. Ah, pretty gore.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to
With a
see
biscuit.
plants using it as fertilizer.
I love that about this guy, though. He's like, won't even let the plants use it as fertilizer. Fuck off, plants. Oh man, only one more point and I'll get her some block going. For Pumpkin Boy, though, we'll just go ahead and max out his initiative there. Get some more armor on him. Make Psychedelic Ghost Man tankier and more damaging. And yeah, we're holding off on her points. Alright. So, Soul Spring. Oh man, we've got all kinds of souls to spend. The real question is, do we have any ectoplasm? The answer is yes, we have ectoplasm. Alright. We need us some Knights.
To him, the world is
I know
as
we need at
hollow
least one
as his
Wraith.
armor.
I need the Lich for that one. Wrath needs Knight.
The whispers within this structure could drive a mortal mad within moments. Even my undead heart begins to stir in its presence.
I guess I really did mean to get that for that. Oh well. Let's see here. I'll go back and make a Lich real quick because we want to get that that upgrade going. That actually is pretty useful. It gives us more experience.
Ooh, a vessel of indiscriminate magical carnage.
Not really. But it's nice of you to say so. We got more talent points to spend too.
The formulae reveal their secrets. I embrace this fury.
Bet you do.
Ooh, this will do nicely.
Ooh, that's perfect for sanity. Yeah, that's perfect for sanity party. So then we'll go ahead and put these two in there to get healed up. Oh shit, that was quick. Let's see here. Position, please. Oh yeah, gee, thanks. Alright, good. Got him a little bit further back at least. That was great. They just fucking shuffled him to the front as quickly as they possibly could. But, you know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you guys did that on purpose.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
swirl that overwrites the other guy's trap. As long as we're standing in it, it gives us evasion. Plus it swapped us back so we didn't get our ass kicked by the headsman. Nice. There we go. I knew we'd get there eventually. Now we gotta throw them in the mausoleum real quick. I think we'll use our super sustain party for the well, not the damage sustain, but our super sustain party here for the first boss. Man, though, I wish we'd run into more class items because there are so many good class items for a lot of these guys. But Jax is kind of essential to the build. That and the powder. Let's see here. Good, he's got that already. 3 and 4, the luck and crit. You know? Then again, what does that really do for us? I don't know if she can, you know, we probably don't want her to have more crit thinking on it. She might just blast somebody in the back of the head. Yeah, exactly. The mechanical aim for Jack's gonna be pretty sweet. Alright. Oh, alright, so we're up against the Mistress. The Mistress is an interesting fight. You don't want to damage the Mistress at all. If you damage her, all of her minions get a free attack against you. The worst part is that applies to DOTs too, and I've made that mistake. And every time that DOT procs, everybody gets this free swing, including when you first apply it. She just beat the living shit out of whoever put that dot on her. It was pretty funny. So we just gotta, you know, deal with her goonies here. Jack continues to stack. Stack, Jack, stack. Oh man, I almost hit Hate Eternal. That would have been a big mistake. I just warned you about? Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Oh man, even this might have been a bad idea. If she decides to hit him again, she'll totally get a smack, and then everybody will want to smack me back. I have to keep rhyming with Jack, you know. Shazam! Your blinding means nothing to me. I have no eyes. She got electric hands, apparently. Alright. Okay. Guess we'll go ahead and swing on this guy. Ouch. What do we have to on stacks for him? Okay, so he can take one more. Thank God that thing had just worn off, or that probably would have killed Skelevoy there. So we gotta get back. We'll go ahead and throw this on him.
As
Doink.
worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something
Buffs don't
in
matter
death.
if you die. So that beauty one's pretty gnarly though, because it's I think it's like 150% of her magic damage, which is pretty potent. But unfortunately, it also gives the enemy a permanent 15% damage increase. So it's like, ooh man, I better finish him with this one. Plus it throws her all the way to the back, so you can't use it consistently even if you wanted to. Ooh, never mind. Doink. You will be mine, Pumpkin Man. You know, I've never killed all of her minions before I killed her. I always end up killing her accidentally. So I'm kind of wondering, I hope she doesn't like summon a bunch of new minions, because I've seen that happen in a lot of bosses. She probably enrages or something. Makes herself into an actual boss. Does he have on him? Ooh, 2 buffs. So if I'm feeling risky, I can have Pumpkin Man go swinging. Oh shit! I forgot about the ward. Damn it! Oh well. I really should have knocked that off way ahead of time. Get that big stacked up swing. Ooh, that's 3 buffs. So let's do lots of swinging. Gets in there like a horror movie protagonist. Yeah, I know, it's usually the antagonist who's swinging the sickle, but, you know, he's the protagonist for me. Oof. Man, that was a big swing. Vengeance will be had. Yeah, better hope so. Alright, he's still okay. And then he lost a buff stack. That's okay. 4 swings is pretty good. I'll take that. And then we need to heal you immediately.
Revenge for me.
Go ahead and ready the Happy Pumpkin Cannon. I love how he strokes it lovingly. Okay. Go ahead, cover him. Just get this guy's defense up. It kind of sucks though until you get him leveled that really you do have to keep the stance up where he's just so vulnerable. We're getting there though. We'll get some armor on it. It'll be alright. And
One more for the stockpiles.
Alright, now it's just her and us. Never mind. It's just gonna be us here in a second, thanks to Jack. And bonk. The pistol says no. right? That was some pretty good
Soon
shit.
this world will be mine.
It's just you and bam, 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 bam. No, it's not. Fucking Jack. That's why Jack has a medal. Alright, let's see here. For points, we're gonna love. Ooh. I never go with the magical bombardment just because I don't. I just don't. But it might be an interesting choice. Although, I don't know. I don't really have any way to affect. See, that would also mean that instead of needing to remove armor, I'd need to remove wards. I think I have more ways to remove armor in this party. Between my Skelebro and the multi-swing off the Phantasm, that's at least 2 swings off each of them. So I feel like we've got more ways to take those out. Although the Lost Soul can do, the mass removal so efficiently. Oh well. It'll work out. I think we'll be just fine. Jack's not going anywhere. Alright, let's see here for abilities. Yeah. We'll go ahead and put this one on here. See, with the upgrade, first of all, reduces the damage debuff down to only 10% less for the next 2 actions, but I can either get 2 wards still, which, is 2 magic attacks dodged, or 1 physical and 1 magic, and there's a lot of physical attacks, so we'll take that. Plus it gives her 3 more evasion, which is nice. And then we'll go ahead and, yes, give me that shielding. Shielding is the best. And for Skeleboy, we'll give him some more armor so he's less puny. And then, do we want to give him the super extra defense cover, or do we want to give him the cover where he gets to yell back at people and deal stress damage? This isn't a stress damage party, so I think we're gonna go with the bigger defense, but that is strangely tempting, just because it's like, I can't ever foresee it going on long enough to get anybody down low enough for him to accidentally give somebody a heart attack, but it would be funny, admittedly. Let's see here, and then for this guy, I guess we'll go ahead and give him extra damage on that. Alrighty. Oh wait, we forgot his stats for stats. Exactly, that's just it. It's like, but it's still, isn't it weirdly tempting though? Isn't there some part of you that wants to make your skeleton every time somebody touches him, he bangs his shield and yells at them? It's like, and then, you could always use a skeleton as a tank in a stress party, admittedly. It wouldn't be a terrible thing, and I think I've done it before. But, honestly, if I was going to go with anything over this guy right here, it'd probably be really, it's not going to show him the Abomination. I'm honestly tempted to do it anyway, because although that's the thing though, is I'm still trying to, run the party with each of the starter guys, which we still got all our starter guys. We still haven't built our Bride of Iratus' party, but we've got our Headhunter. So, we'll work on that. Artifacts, what we got for artifacts? Oh, we have a ring. Put on a ring. Ooh, yay. Increases their heart attack chance by 10%. That'll be sweet. We like that. Some talent points.
With knowledge and will comes victory.
Haste is always good. Contrary to popular belief, it does not necessarily
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
Alright, and then we'll go ahead and spend these points too. Give her more dread. Give him more evasion. We really need to get his phantom cloak thing. I need a lot of these guys' class items. Wish I'd managed to get more before we got here, but that'll be fine. We'll get plenty in here. There we go. We'll boost his survivability. Alrighty. Well, I think that's where we're gonna call it, guys. I appreciate you coming to watch. It's been a good time, and I'm gonna try to be streaming from now on, like from 9 o'clock on, probably like 9 to 11 every night. So if you guys don't have anything better to do, feel free to drop on by and watch me continue to crawl through with my very angry necromancer friend here. Uh,